everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and whether you are new or you are back, I am so glad that you're here today. We're going to be sharing a post review with you guys. A post review is just a video where I take you through a recently completed diamond painting kit and not only let you see what it looks like completed, but talk through some of the things I really loved about it or any issues that I ran into, and just overall share my thoughts. And hopefully this will not only give you a sense for what this exact, particular kit looks like, and if it's something you want to buy, but even if this particular kit isn't exactly your style, you can at least hopefully get a sense for what the particular diamond painting company has to offer. So what I have to share with you guys today is the absolutely stunning Dragon Spirit. This is by Margaret Morales and is legally licensed to Diamond Art Club as a diamond painting. And here I have my logbook, which is where I just track my various completed projects. And so I like to put in like the logbook sticker with the original artwork if the company provides something like that. And then I'll write out things like the different stats and when I started the kit and finished it. You can see this was my 145th finish of all time and my 39th finish of the year. And here are the stats, you guys. So this is 55.8 by 81 centimeters. It has 64 colors and has round diamonds. So just to be totally and completely transparent with you guys up front, I was sent this kit by Diamond Art Club to do a sneak peek of it before its release. It was one of their Cyber Monday 2023 releases, and was one of 3 kits that were released as part of Margaret Morales' debut at Diamond Art Club. She was previously licensed with a different company that has since shut down. I've actually completed and reviewed a couple of kits by this artist from that other shop here on my channel, and maybe I'll pop those links down in the description box if you want to see a comparison, because really they couldn't be more different in a lot of ways, and there are things that I really loved about both. But I am going to obviously be focusing on this Diamond Art Club rendition today. I just have to tell you, I was a tiny bit apprehensive going into working on this kit. Really quick, I was going to say, so I was sent this kit as a sneak peek and decided to work on it right away. I was not asked or told to work on it right away, but I was so excited about this artist starting at Diamond Art Club, and was extremely curious and a little bit apprehensive to see how this artwork would translate with Diamond Art Club's rendering style, which they have a bit of a reputation for having a very clean and crisp rendering style with, kind of sometimes like some simplified lines and areas. And I saw some skepticism out there from people that felt like, oh, is Diamond Art Club going to be able to do Margaret Morales justice? Is it going to work? Is it going to be a good fit? And so I will tell you that I went into it with that sort of in my mind, just to be like, okay, I really want to be as unbiased about this as possible, not only because, yes, I was sent this kit, but also just because, I love this artist, I want this to work out, but I also want to try to look at this really objectively with you guys. So I'm going to kind of move this around and show you some different parts of the painting. I did start at the bottom, and this has round drills, which I feel like Diamond Art Club, the main difference between round and square drills in terms of the finished effect is that rounds have a very twinkly effect and squares have kind of a smoother sheen to them. I really love both for different reasons, but I just look at all that sparkle. There is no filter, I promise. But I have to tell you, looking at this, I feel like they did a really incredible job. Just my personal opinion. We all have different tastes when it comes to rendering styles, but I just thought, who said Diamond Art Club couldn't do a soft watercolor render? Because they totally did, you guys. I feel like the areas where you can really see where they went at it with a little bit of a lighter hand is areas like the dragon scales and even these kind of softer touches like up towards the top. I think that they just did a really lovely job. When I unboxed this kit, I unrolled it, and my reaction, I gasped when I saw just the printing on the canvas of her skin tones. They looked incredible just from the printing on the canvas, and I just thought, Oh, that's a huge weight off my chest, because that was something I struggled sometimes with at the other company, especially at the end before they shut down and had some issues. I really struggled with how they rendered skin tones. And as soon as I saw how Diamond Art Club had done it, just from the printing on the canvas, I thought, okay, this is, at least that's gonna be really fantastic. And I do feel like they very closely match the original artwork and the really just exquisite like porcelain effect that Margaret Morales has with her artwork and the skin. Margaret Morales does have some does a lot of like kind of pinks around the eyes, and so that is part of the original artwork. That's not just Diamond Art Club, doing something different with the skin tones. I have to say also that I really am obsessed with the special drills in this kit. I am so incredibly happy with the special drills that they chose and where they placed them. I noticed that each of the three Margaret Morales kits that were released on Cyber Monday had some electro drills charted, which in Diamond Art Club's terminology, an electro diamond has a metallic effect. This is a gold electro diamond. There are other colors, but gold is kind of the most common one you'll see. There's a couple stragglers in there, just ignore that. But these diamonds, I believe, are in each of the Margaret Morales kits. And the charting on these, okay, if you couldn't tell, I think it comes through really beautifully in camera, but they are one of several different special drills that are in the marks on her skin here and here. They're also in the dragon's eye, and they are up here in some of the accents up here. Oh wait, those are the crystals, never mind. There's some of the gold electro metallic in here. That was one of the special drill colors. You know what? I really feel like I need to bring you down to get a closer look at all, because there's like 5 different special drill types down here. I want you to get to actually see it up close. So let me bring you down. Okay, so this is obviously the marks on her shoulder. And there is the gold electro metallic here. And then there are actually 3 different iridescent or crystal colors going on in here. There's also in a couple of spots some of a pale yellow fairy dust color. So these marks are chock full of special drills, and I think that the effect of them is a showstopper. I think that it looks so good. Same thing over here, these marks on her neck, and then also in the dragon's eye. We have iridescent and the electro. And there's a white fairy dust too, you guys. There's a white fairy dust. Now you can see there are some other special drill types as well. There's white ABs in a lot of this kit, including here. And there are also, let me show you here, there are some red ABs in her lips. Now I have to say, one thing I was a little uncertain of when I was working on this kit is when we were up close and I was putting the diamonds down, these areas around her eyes, I was a little unsure when I saw these kind of oranges and bright corals, but when you were looking at it with me pulled back at more of a viewing distance, I feel like it comes together and it makes total sense. But here are some examples, even with her lips, of how Diamond Art Club was like, we can do a soft rendering. They feel like they really did it. Over here, and a lot of the dragon scales, and in the background, you guys, we have a bunch of these white ABs, and there's some white fairy dust. And then there's a little fuzzy gun on there. And then there's a bunch of white ABs up in this corner, actually. And over here, these flowers in her hair have a lot of red ABs in them that are really pretty. So there's this really pretty coppery iridescent, or kind of topaz iridescent, that I thought was just really, really pretty. So that's kind of a little tour of where you're going to find the special drills in this kit. Let me bring you back out and we'll talk a little more. As far as diamonds, this had 64 colors in it, and it was round diamonds, like I mentioned. You can see I had plenty left over in all of my colors. The special drills in this one, we had the electro diamond that I showed you that was a gold metallic. We had a few different iridescent crystal colors. If I had to find something that I would say is like I was unsure of on this kit or met on this kit, it's that two of these iridescent colors were nearly indistinguishable to me on the canvas, at least. Obviously it's these two. There's a slight difference, but it's not as stark as, the difference between these two. And, it's kind of like, well, were those supposed to have been slightly more, distinct from one another? I'm not sure. I'm sure you could go, well, maybe it adds like a little bit of depth. I certainly don't think that it looks bad by any stretch of the imagination. I was just going, was there anything about this canvas, about working on this kit that made me kind of head tilt and go, oh, I wonder what that was about. So I suppose that's what I would say if I were, again, really stretching. And then it had two fairy dust colors. We had a white fairy dust. Fairy dust diamonds have just a glitter coating kind of painted on the top. It's really hard to show you in these containers. You can see it better with the yellow. There's like a glitter coating that's been sort of brushed on the top. I love fairy dust diamonds. They're some of my favorites. So I was delighted at how many special drills this kit had. I love a chance to work with all of them. And it didn't feel like they were thrown in unnecessarily. They were very deliberately placed or, charted on the canvas. And Diamond Art Club does hand chart their canvases, and they're very meticulous about it. And really, I know, especially probably with an artist like this, we're really trying to make sure it was just right. So I feel like it really does come through clearly in this, in my opinion. And I just truly, when I was working on it, because one of my gauges for how I feel about a kit and how I want to talk about a kit with you guys is genuinely, did I enjoy working on it and how much? And if I didn't, what were the reasons I didn't? And if I did, what are the reasons that I found that I really particularly enjoyed it? For me, one of the most important things about a kit is going to be how it is rendered, how it looks when it's finished. I'm not a person that enjoys having to rechart things and try to do my own artwork. I'm not an artist with it. I just want, however the company has done it, for me to personally like the end effect, but I acknowledge that is going to be really subjective. But a huge part of it also is how difficult are the materials to work with. And I found with this kit, the materials were really, really good. They were great. It was kind of what I have come to expect in the standard that I hold Diamond Art Club to. The canvas was a really nice material. It's holding the drills well. The glue was really sticky, no issues there. The diamonds were really nice quality, and I had, plenty left over. I like how they twinkle a lot when they're done. I didn't have any real headaches or issues with the actual process of working on it. And so this is just one of those kits that I genuinely enjoyed working on it from start to finish. And it didn't feel like a slog, even though there was what I would think of as, a fair amount of confetti, which is what I would expect from a kit that has more of a soft watercolor effect like this one. I didn't find it to be tedious or unnecessary confetti. I felt like it was confetti with a purpose and that it paid off really, really well. There were some areas that did have some color blocking, like her skin actually did, but I was trying to be really careful with placing because I feel like when you're multi-placing big sections of a light color, it's really obvious if they're not spaced evenly. And I tend to use really big multi-placers, like 12 placers. And I sometimes find, especially with round drill kits, that like if I pick up 12 diamonds and I go to place them, the first like 6 or so will line up just about perfectly. But then like the next 5 or 6, it's like they won't be quite spaced out enough. And so I have to, if I don't want the skin especially to look funky, sometimes I won't, actually try to place 12 at a time. But yeah, you guys, this was beautiful. This was beautiful. I thought it was a gorgeous, gorgeous debut from this artist at Diamond Art Club, and I am beyond excited to see what else is going to be coming from this artist to Diamond Art Club. I know that these kits were massively popular. People were over the moon when they launched on Cyber Monday, and I know this one, as of the time of this filming, is sold out, but I would be shocked if Diamond Art Club is not intending to restock it. So I will link to the listing for this kit, and you can sign up for back in stock notifications if you would like. Maybe if you're watching this in the future, it will be back in stock, but I just have a feeling that at least for now, when these Margaret Morales kits are restocked, that they are going to sell out again quickly because she is an extremely popular artist. But you guys, if Dragon Spirit is not on your wish list, I hope that this convinces you, because it's just, in my opinion, is really incredibly beautifully done and well done. So I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Please let me know what your thoughts are as you're kind of seeing it completed. I've shown you different areas and shared my thoughts. Does it tick the boxes for you as far as what you find to be most important about your diamond painting kits? Is this a kit that you think you might genuinely want to work on at some point, or are you kind of maybe even just holding out to see what else Diamond Art Club might release by this artist? Let me know down in the comment section below, and as well, feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see a variety of other diamond painting content from me. I try to share reviews like this one from a variety of different companies. I do a lot of unboxings, I do weekly whip and chats, I do tutorials, and yeah, I'd love to have you here. So feel free to subscribe, and otherwise I'm gonna let you go. I hope you have a day and a week that is as amazing as you are, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.